All right, in this video, I'm going to take you from the very beginning editing a video in Descript, and I'm taking it into CapCut, where I'm going to apply all the cool effects and all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. In this session here, we have Kelvin from KQT, and I've already done some of the initial editing where I took the transcript, cleaned it up, got rid of some of the word gaps, got rid of the filler words and stuff. So this is a relatively clean edit. I'm just going to do a quick look over.
As your business evolves,
so already I can definitely tell that there is some stuff that I want to get rid of. So let's start.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great, better?
So I'm going to do a few things. So that first sentence, that question, that hook, I'm going to separate that so that it's by itself. The way that I do that, notice there is a slash right here. That designates a new scene, but you don't want whatever edits I'm going to apply there to apply to the rest of the transcript. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a slash at the beginning to create a scene, and I'm going to create a slash afterwards for the next sentence to end that scene and start a new scene. So as you can tell here, over right here and here, I already have two new scenes, but let's just go ahead and read through it.
Techniques. So let's break it down.
I like making a scene for that.
Tip number 1.
All right, so he has tip number 1, so that is a scene. And let's make a scene for that new sentence. So tip number 1, keep it real, and then a new scene for this sentence, use realistic assumptions. Okay.
Based on current trends and data. Don't overly be optimistic or pessimistic for your forecasting.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and just plan out that I'm going to make a punch in with that. Number 2, stay flexible. Update. Cool.
Update your forecast regularly. As your business evolves, so should your predictions.
All right, so there is a little bit of a word gap here, so let's go ahead and just crush that word gap. We're going to hit B as in blade to cut that. We're going to cut before and after. We're going to delete that. Cool.
As your business evolves, so should your...
Cool. And even there might be too tight of a cut, so I'm going to...
As your business evolves...
I'm going to go ahead and just kind of rearrange that a little bit.
As your business evolves, so should your predictions.
And then we have number 3, leverage technology. So the cool thing about editing in Descript is the fact that you can move and manipulate the transcript however you want as you see fit. And sometimes this is actually easier and better than working in something like a Final Cut or Premiere.
Use forecasting software to analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually. Ready to elevate your financial plan?
Okay, so here, there's a little bit of a run-in with that sentence.
Use forecasting software to analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually. Ready to...
Sweet. Now I'm going to create a new scene for this sentence.
Ready to elevate your financial planning?
Create a question mark. Cool.
Follow us for more tips or get in touch directly.
All right. So we have all these new scenes. And so any changes that I make will only essentially apply to that one section. So here we're going to create an animation. We're going to zoom in. Okay. So one of the things I'm going to do here is I want to zoom in and zoom out for some of my, especially for the hook. So what we're going to do is now that we've set the scene for the hook, I'm going to go and click on animation, and I'm going to go to custom. Now, originally I tried zoom in, but zoom in is not a good feature because it doesn't really allow you to set your keyframes. Like, it doesn't set your starting point and your end point. It just creates a zoom, and then once you click away from it, it's baked in and you can't do anything about it unless you remove the animation. So in this case, I'm just going to go and hit custom, and here you can see now I have my keyframes right here, my starting keyframe and my end keyframe. And in this case, I'm going to just make it short. I'm going to go right here to here. Once I have this keyframe selected, I'm going to go to basically scale it to where I want it, and then I'm going to move it to where I want to move it. So that allows for me to make this zoom in effect the way that I want it. So I'm going to make it a little bit tighter. I'm going to make it go in punch it a little bit faster, and let's see how it looks.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecasting is all about the...
So what we do is we ended up leaving it tight like this. I wonder if it will... No, it won't let me modify it. So edit animation to modify this layer. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go back in here, and there it is. So there is that one spot on that keyframe.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great?
All right, so we're good there. So we have that one zoom, okay? We have this, we're good here.
Better forecasting is all about the right techniques, so let's break it down.
All right, so in this case, I want to scale this and punch in a little bit again. So it's going to be punching in, punching out.
Great. Better forecasting is all about the right techniques, so let's break it down. Tip number 1.
So the whole thing here is pacing and movement. We want movement. We want good pacing. We don't want any kind of downtime here. So
techniques. So let's break it down. Tip number 1, keep it real. Use realistic assumptions.
So we're going to punch in again. And we don't have to make it massive.
Use realistic.
But we do need to make it consistent. And so one way to keep it consistent is see where the eyes are at. Where your eyes are at zoomed out, they more or less should be in the same spot when you zoom in.
Assumptions based on current trends and data. Don't overly be optimistic or pessimistic for your forecasting. Number 2.
All right, so we punch in again.
Up. Number 2, stay flexible. Update your forecast regularly. As your business evolves, so should your predictions.
And I'm going to go ahead and pull it in a little bit here.
Number 3,
and I'm going to punch in.
Number 3, leverage technology. Use forecasting software to analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually. Ready to elevate your financial...
Cool. Punch in again.
Elevate your financial planning? Follow us for more tips or get in touch directly.
And then let's go ahead and add another animation here. I'm going to remove this animation and I'm going to add a new animation. We're going to go custom here. And I'm going to start from zoomed out. Oh, no. Let's edit that keyframe. Okay. We're going to start from punched in and we're going to slowly zoom out.
Let's forecast a brighter future for your business together.
Cool. So let's play it from the beginning and just make sure that it all looks pretty good.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecast.
Whoa, what happened to my animation here? Oh, I'm assuming that each animation has to stay on. So this one will be here. I'm just hoping.
Are you looking to make your financial...
Yeah.
Not just
I'm going to
good,
assume that
but
it's
great?
still there.
Better forecasting is all about the right techniques, so let's break it down. Tip number 1, keep it real. Use realistic assumptions based on current trends and data. Don't overly be optimistic or pessimistic for your forecasting. Number 2, stay flexible. Update your forecast regularly. As your business evolves, so should your predictions. Number 3, leverage technology. Use forecasting software to analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually. Ready to elevate your financial planning? Follow us for more tips or get in touch directly. Let's forecast a brighter future for your business together.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. I'm going to export this. I'm going to export the video. And we're going to go here. We're going to go to exports. This was called 3 tips. So I already know that I have this folder, but I'm just going to make a V2 of it. So I'm going to export the video. And then I'm also going to export the subtitles, 8 characters per line, 1 max line per card. And I'm also going to save it here. And then while that is exporting, which it's exporting pretty rapidly, I'm going to go ahead and open up CapCut. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to create a new project. And now that I have pretty much get the basic edits done in Descript, I'm going to import this footage and the SRT file. So I'm going to import the text, local captions, SRT file. Perfect. So I have everything that I need. So I have my video import. I'm going to just go ahead and hit it there. I'm going to go to my text. I'm going to add that SRT file. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is under text, I'm going to go to templates, and I'm just going to choose one of these captions. And I'm going to say, let's try this one. What does this look like?
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better
Okay, that's not bad. Let's try this one.
forecasting is all about the right techniques. So let's break it down. Tip number 1, keep it real. Use realistic.
Okay, let's just say we're going to go with that today. All right, so captions all look good. Let's go ahead and expand this a little bit and just make it a little bit bigger. And let's see how that looks.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecasting is all about the right techniques. So let's break it down. Tip number 1, keep it real. Use realistic assumptions based on current trends and data. Don't overly be optimistic or pessimistic for your forecasting. Number 2, stay flexible. Update your forecast regularly. As your business evolves, so should your predictions. Number 3, leverage technology. Use forecasting software to analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually. Ready to elevate your financial planning? Follow us for more tips or get in touch directly. Let's forecast a brighter future for your business together.
Perfect. So as a baseline, this is already really good. Like I have a good, I'm operating.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great?
So one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and cut.
Better forecasting is all about the right techniques.
And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to add some effects. So something like right here.
Are you looking to make your financial?
That's pretty cool. I'm going to hold down Alt or Option, and I'm going to make a duplicate clip here. I wonder if you can just duplicate it. Can you duplicate? It doesn't show duplicate, but the simple way to do this is just hold down Alt or Option and then just drag it above there. And so now I have a perfectly clean clip. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Remove BG. I'm going to hit Custom Removal, hit Pro, and then I'm just going to draw my general lines here. And it'll select him. Nice. Nice. Cool. Oh, there's a little gap. So let's just check it.
Are you looking to make?
I'm assuming that it did what it needed to do. Let's just double check. Pro. Let's select all this stuff. Cool. Cool. So it fully selected him, so we're good. So what I'm going to do here is I like adding little effects, stickers and stuff like that. So let's just say, let's add a... Do they have other filters? No, they don't. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, we want to use something like... I always go back to this rainbow one because it's kind of cool. You don't necessarily need to do this, but I'm just going to give you an idea of like what this is going to look like. So it's doing the rainbow effect.
Are you looking to make?
Okay. I'm going to just make sure that the custom removal is there. Perfect. So it did the custom removal.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better?
Cool. Let's get a little more fancy. So let's go to that body effects and let's just multiply him. That one's cool. Let's try this one.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better?
That is just insane. It's kind of weird, but I like it a lot.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great?
All right, so
Make your financial forecast not just good. Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecast.
I mean, come on. All right, so let's go ahead and add a sound effect. So let's add a whoosh. Whoosh. Cool. Let's go ahead and do that. And here's the thing about the whoosh. Pretty much any sound effect, really.
Your financial
Any sound effect that you use, you're going to want to take it down to like, I don't know, 16 dB.
Make your financial forecast.
Because you don't want that to stand out. So if you're just adding sound effects and you're not cleaning up the audio and lowering it, it's going to drown out your stuff. Like, you don't want your sound effects to totally stand out. You want them to just be barely noticeable. So
Make your financial forecast.
So like 16 dB to 20 dB is
Looking to make your financial forecast not
kind of the right spot for it. Okay. So we have that. And
you're looking to make your financial forecast not.
So let's add another whoosh in there. All right, so let's just say I didn't like the other whooshes. I want to go with this one. I'm just going to do the same.
Forecast, not just good. Forecast, not just good. Financial forecast, not just good, but great. Better.
Let's go jingle. Let's go fairy. I don't know why. Nope. Nope. Want sound effects? Nope. 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 Okay, perfect. This will work. All right. So once again, we're going to use the sound effect, but we need to take it down to probably 19 to 20 dB.
Forecasting.
And let's just take another look.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good?
Dude, I love that. I'm going to take it down to 21 dB.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better.
Like, tell me that isn't good.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better for.
All right. So we have the hook. It looks good. It sounds good.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecasting is all about the right techniques. So let's break it down.
And adding B-roll is always nice, but it's not always necessary. So sometimes having the person on there is fine if they are able to present. And if they're not able to present, no big deal. That's when you want to use some B-roll, but the B-roll has to make sense.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecasting is all about the right techniques. So let's break it down.
All right. So far, I'm okay with this.
Down. Tip number 1.
All right. So let me see something.
Tip number 1. Keep it real. Use.
All right. So here is an opportunity
Number 1.
to zoom in. So we're going to create a keyframe for animation. Let's just go zoom in. Where's the zoom in? Zoom in.
Tip number 1.
Oh, wait. Where is it?
Number 1.
No, that's not good. That's not what I want. Does it allow me to do that?
Tip number 1.
All right. No, that's not what I want. Let's go zoom. Zoom. Zoom, 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 mini zoom. Mini zoom. Fast zoom. Slow zoom. Okay. Let's optical zoom. Okay, whatever that means. Let's go ahead and go with this. And I'm only going to zoom in from here to here. And I believe that... Now, the part that I'm questioning is where is the ability to edit this zoom? Or does it not allow me to do all that? It probably does not. Now that I see it, it doesn't give me that option. So, let's go back to this section again.
Number 1.
How do you add a keyframe? Let's right click or alt, nope. Command, nope. Okay. So, is there a custom? Nope. In, out, nope. Speed, video. Oh, wait. Is there a basic? Yes. Okay, perfect. So, I'm going to go from here to here. I'm going to set a keyframe to scale. And then I'm also going to... Oh. Let's redo that now that I see that. All right. Let's go back to this keyframe. Let's go ahead and make sure there's a position. And then we are going to do the same. We're going to scale and reposition from here. Just kind of bring it in a little bit tighter. Let's make sure.
Tip number 1, keep it.
Okay, cool. So one of the things I want to do is make it so that the scaling happens, but I want the speed to be done. Is there a way to add a curve to that? No, I guess there isn't. So I wonder if, oh, I can move that keyframe.
Keep it.
Cool. That's cool.
1, keep it real.
Cool. I like that. I'll take that.
Keep it real. Use realistic assumptions based on current trends and data.
Cool. I'm good with that.
Tip number 1. So let's break it down. Tip number 1, keep it real.
Let's add that whoosh that we had there.
Tip number 1.
Nice and
Number 1, keep it real. Use realistic assumptions based on current trends and data. Don't overly be optimistic or pessimistic for your forecasting.
Okay, that's not bad. I'm good with that. So once again, we cut here.
Number 2, stay flexible. Update your forecast regularly. As your business evolves, so should your predictions.
Cool.
Number 3, leverage technology. Use forecasting software to analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually. Ready to elevate your financial planning? Follow us for more tips or get in touch directly.
Cool.
Let's forecast a brighter future.
And notice where we had that. We're going to drop another of those whooshes. I like that whoosh. That whoosh.
Let's forecast a brighter future. Let's forecast a brighter future for your business together.
Cool. All right, so let's go from the top.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecasting is all about the right techniques, so let's break it down.
All right, so he does these 3 tips. So in the case of 3 tips, let's use some title cards. So let's go to text. Let's go to add text and then title. I wonder what notation is. Oh, that's cool. So under title, let's go with, or we can even do lower thirds. Lower thirds are dope. Oh. Okay. There's some cool stuff here. Let's use this.
Tip number 1, keep it real.
All right. I like that one.
Tip number 1, keep it real.
Now let's just add something fun. Let's drop a big fat number there.
Use realistic assumptions.
What the heck is that thing? Let's just go with trending. I don't see anything here I like. Let's go with 3D now. Style. Let's go with presets. Trending. It's probably not much. Let's go with effect. Yeah, let's just drop this number right here and add. Where can I write the text? Oh wait, is that where that's at? Why isn't it letting me? Oh, there it goes. Number 1. So we have the 1 right there. We're gonna make it huge. Just drop it right there. And let's just say, hypothetically speaking, we just put this underneath this layer like this.
Tip number 1.
Cool. And actually, let me just, I don't know, let's move this over here. And then move this guy over here. Or let's just move this over here a little bit more. And then put this over here. Cool, whatever.
Tip number 1.
Sweet. So let's add an effect into this. I don't know, body effect. Why not? Let's just be silly. Will it allow me to do that? Probably not. But what we can do is we can turn this into a compound clip, and then we can drop this right over this effect.
Tip number 1, keep it real. Use real.
Cool. I don't like that effect, but let's try this one.
Tip number 1.
Oh, what the heck?
Tip number 1.
Some of these effects don't necessarily work with it.
Number 1, keep it real. Use.
That's insane. What the heck? Let's see what this does.
Number 1, keep it real.
Nope, it doesn't quite work. Let's try this one.
1.
Nope, that doesn't work either. So, video effects. What does this one do?
Number 1, keep it real.
Okay, that's cool.
Number 1, keep it real.
That's dope. Okay, cool. Let's see what else is there. What are some other options? I always like this.
Tip number 1,
Nice.
keep it real. Use realistic.
Okay, cool. So in this case, you might not even need these.
Tip number 1. Tip number 1, keep it real. Use realistic assumptions based on current trends and data.
All right, cool. So we essentially have our titles.
Tip number 1, keep it real. Use realistic assumptions.
I dig that. Now, something else I might do too in this case is I could either
Tip number
take
1,
them off the screen
keep it
altogether
real.
or leave
Use
them.
realistic
But I kind of
assumptions.
like leaving them on the screen. So I'm just going to go ahead and just stick with it. The other thing I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to copy and paste this into tip number 2.
Number 2,
And the reason why is it's going to act as a placeholder because I need to find the next tip. So here, tip number 2, what was it?
stay flexible.
Oh, stay flexible. All right, so let's go ahead and edit this text here. Stay flexible. Did we add a period to the other one? Yep, we did. All right, cool. And then notice that's not number 1 anymore. It's number 2. So now I have to find that text that I just used. And I don't remember what that was. But maybe can I undo this compound clip? Oh, I can. And then do number 2. I'm going to move this over. Or just keep it there for now. That's fine. Oh, that's not number 2. That's number 12. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and move this over a little bit. And then we're going to turn this into a compound clip. Let's just make sure number 1 is there. Number 2 is there. Cool. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we just leave it there. I don't care. And then we are going to use that effect again on this compound 2.
Number 2, stay flexible. Update your forecast regularly. As your business evolves, so should your...
And let's go ahead and get rid of this.
Number 2.
Because we don't need that. Oh, actually, let's just not delete it, but actually disable it by pressing V.
Update your forecast regularly.
And let's go ahead and move this over here just a little bit.
Update your forecast regularly. As your business evolves, so should your predictions. Number 3.
All right, we are on to number 3. You're probably wondering, why have I not done any music yet? And that's because that's last. So we'll get to that. So we're going to change that to number 3. Okay. And then we're going to change this to tip number 3, leverage technology. Cool. Let's go ahead and expand this a little bit because I have a feeling we're going to need to.
Number 3.
Cool. And then let's... Oh, wait. Don't do that. You have to make a compound clip out of that. Cool. And then drop this in there. And now we have number 3.
Number 3. Leverage technology. Use for...
Okay, so if you haven't already noticed, that number is like right in his face. So let's go ahead and just scale it down. We don't necessarily need to make it that big. Heck, we could even make the other one smaller. But for now, I'm going to leave it as is. I'm going to drop it here.
Number 3, leverage technology.
Perfect. Let me just check this one.
Number 2.
Okay, so number 2 is kind of big, right? So let's undo the compound clip. Let's scale this text down a little bit. All right, and then we're going to create a compound clip here, and then we're going to drop this back in here. And now...
Number 2, stay flexible. Update your forecast regularly. As your business evolves, so should your predictions. Number 3, leverage technology. Use forecasting software.
Let's go ahead and bring that in.
Use forecasting software.
Let's put use
forecasting software to analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually. Ready to elevate your financial planning? Follow us for more tips or get in touch directly. Let's forecast a brighter future for your business together.
Okay, so right now, everything looks good.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecasting is all about the right techniques, so let's break it down. Tip number 1, keep it real. Use realistic...
Let's go funk.
Toda vez. Yo!
I like that one. So I'm going to save that one as a favorite because I kind of like that. I really dig it. So here I'm going to add the music. I'm not going to add it right
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecasting is all about the right techniques. It's all about better forecasting.
I would probably add it right here. So where is that song? I'm going to add it here. And then again, I want to make sure to bring the volume down. Now, there is a feature called ducking that is not available in, as far as I can tell, in CapCut. but it should be. That ducking allows for the voice to be normalized and then the music to sit under it without drowning it out. So it makes it so that you can hear the voices clearly, but you can also hear the music, but the music doesn't battle with the voice.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecasting is all about the right techniques. So let's break it down. Tip number 1, keep it real.
So as much as I like the beginning part of that music, I want to have it start someplace else, someplace closer to the beginning or closer into the start of the song. So let's just.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecasting is all about the right techniques. So let's break it down. Tip number 1, keep it real. Use real.
Notice that number 1 again was kind of big, so I'm going to go ahead and scale that number 1 down a little bit so that it still fits into the frame, but it doesn't drown out his face. Let's go ahead and hit effect, and we're going to drag and drop that effect right over that compound clip.
Tip number 1, keep it real. Use realistic assumptions based on current trends and data. Don't overly be optimistic.
All right, let's add excited. So let's drop that guy in there. And let's go ahead and create a compound clip, and then we're going to use an animation. What happens with that? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Overly be optimistic or pessimistic. For your.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead and drag that in there somewhere. And do the same thing. We're going to compound clip this. And then we're going to add in an animation, combo it. What?
Or pessimistic.
I wonder if there's a let's see what happens there.
Or pessimistic for your. Don't overly be optimistic or pessimistic.
All right, cool. I don't hate that.
Overly be optimistic or pessimistic.
But what I don't like is the fact that it goes right over his face. So let's go ahead and bring that down. Okay, let's scale that up a little bit. Drop that in there. Create compound clip. Let's go ahead and run that animation. I don't remember what that was. That sway in or something like that? Let's go ahead.
Or pessimistic.
Cool.
Don't overly be optimistic or pessimistic for your forecasting.
Sweet. So far, we're doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and add some sound effects to that. I'm a big fan of that whoosh. I don't know why. It sounds perfect.
Don't overly be.
Let's add electricity. Cool. Let's go ahead and add that sound effect as well. And because we don't need that much of it, we only need it from right there to there. And here's the thing. You don't want the sound effect to just jar itself in. Like, you don't want it to just abruptly jump in. You want it to kind of ease in. And so in this case, I'm going to make it ease in and I'm going to have it ease out a little bit. So I'm going to have it start a little bit sooner.
Don't overly be optimistic.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to have it, so you'll use that transition, that fade in, fade out slider to ease it in and ease it out.
Don't overly be optimistic or
Thunderstorm. All right, cool. All right, cool. That one works. And same thing here. We're going to ease it in. Like, you want the sound effect to almost show up before and after the visuals come in. Because your brain is processing it before it sees it. So having that sound come in early is nice.
don't overly be optimistic or pessimistic for your forecasting. Number 2, stay flexible.
Sticker. Flexible. I don't know what any of these mean. Oh, there you go.
Update your forecast
No. Nope. Are there any animations of flexibility? Rubber band. Are there any animations of rubber bands? Probably not. So, Slinky? Nope. Okay, so none of those animations. We're just going to go ahead and skip it.
Number 2, stay flexible. Update your forecast regularly. As your business evolves, so should your predictions. Number 3, leverage technology. Use forecasting software.
Computer. I wonder if there are... Are there any stock material? Rubber band? Okay, so there's that. But I don't like those. So we're going to go without them. Computer. Sure, why not? Use forecasting software. Okay. Let's go ahead and scale this out.
Where to analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually.
Cool. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And let's add in a transition. What would the animation look like if I just dropped that in?
Where to analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually.
Oh, I don't mind that. All right. What about the transition, though? Let's see what it'll do. Will it actually add transition to both sides?
Using software to analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually.
Let's create a compound clip there, and let's... I don't know if that's possible. Let's just add an effect. Have it move in. I don't know what that's going to do.
Software to analyze... Passing software to analyze data.
Oh, it didn't do anything. Let's drop that in there and see what happens.
Software to analyze data and identify patterns.
I don't know what it really did. I don't think it did anything. So we can just... let's see what this one does.
Passing software to analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually. Ready to elevate your financial planning? Follow us for more tips or get in touch directly. Let's forecast a brighter future for your business together.
So let's add follow. Where is that one? Yeah. Add text. follow.
Let's forecast a brighter future for your business together.
Or let's just say like.
Let's forecast a brighter future for your business together.
And then let's go ahead and create a compound clip of that. And then let's add an animation for it. Actually, wait, before I do all that, let's go ahead and scale this. And let's add this right here. Cool. Cool. Now we add the compound clip. Shorten this just a little bit. And then let's add the animation.
Cast a brighter future for your business together.
Oh, sweet. And then let's fade it out.
Correctly. Let's forecast a brighter future for your business together.
And then let's kill that music and fade the music out.
For your business together.
I think we're done. Let's see it.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecasting is all about the right techniques, so let's break it down. Tip number 1, keep it real. Use realistic assumptions based on current trends and data. Don't overly be optimistic or pessimistic for your forecasting. Number 2, stay flexible. Update your forecast regularly. As your business evolves, so should your predictions. Number 3, leverage technology. Use forecasting software to analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually. Ready to elevate your financial planning? Follow us for more tips or get in touch directly. Let's forecast a brighter future for you.
I need to add a typing sound effect. Yep, let's add that. And again, let's lower the dB to something that's just barely audible.
To analyze data and identify patterns you might miss manually. Ready to
success. There's cool. I like that sound effect. Let's go with that.
you might miss manually. Ready to elevate your financial planning?
Cool. And then also I noticed when I was going through number two was a little big. So let's go ahead and make it a little bit smaller. Move it over here some. And then let's go ahead and create that compound clip again and add the effect over that. Which was that? This was this one right here. Let's go ahead and save that because that one's pretty cool. All right.
Casting. Number 2, stay flexible. Update your forecast regularly. As your business evolves, so should your predictions. Number 3, leverage technology. Use forecasting software to analyze data and identify.
Cool. I think I'm good with this. So I'm going to go ahead and export this file. And I'm going to make sure that it goes in the correct folder. So in this case, it's going to go into KQT right here. We're going to go Reels and then open. And then for the name, 2024-03-05. 3 tips for better forecasting. Cool. Everything's there. We got everything that we need. Cool. We are good. Excellent.
Are you looking to make your financial forecast not just good, but great? Better forecasting is all about the right techniques. So let's break it down. Tip number 1, keep it real. Use realistic assumptions based on current trends and data. Don't overly be optimistic or pessimistic.
Sweet. All right. So with that, we're done.